Now, you definitely know TikTok. But today, we're talking about what its parent company, ByteDance, is cooking up next. And believe me, it is not just another social media app. It's a seriously powerful new AI tool that could completely flip the script on how movies get made.
So ever since OpenAI dropped its incredible text video model Sora, the big question has been, okay, who's going to challenge them? Well, it looks like we've got our answer, and it's coming from a company that already knows a thing or two about video. The race for AI video is on, and it just got a whole lot more interesting.
So yeah, we're talking about ByteDance. They're looking way beyond the world of TikTok dances and leveraging their massive global presence to make a huge splash in generative AI. And when I say massive, I mean, wow. Just look at this number. ByteDance has this colossal built-in advantage. Their video editing app, CapCut, it already has 642 million people using it every single month. That's an enormous worldwide audience just waiting for whatever new AI toys the company decides to roll out. And this is the toy they're getting. It's a brand new AI model that's designed to take a simple sentence from you and, poof, turn it into a high-quality video. We're talking a full-on story, scene changes, characters. This isn't just some fancy new filter, you guys. This is a creation engine.
So let's pull back the curtain and look at the tech itself. It's called Seedance 2.0, and its capabilities are making some serious waves. And, well, stirring up a little bit of trouble, too. Okay, so what can this thing actually do? You give it a single prompt, one sentence, and Seedance 2.0 can spit out a video with a story that actually makes sense. And it's not silent, either. We're talking realistic voiceovers, background sounds, and characters that can perform really complex actions. It's like having a director, a sound designer, and a whole animation studio all wrapped into one, listening to a single command.
So the inevitable question. How does it stack up against its biggest competitor, OpenAI's Sora? For now, Seedance is making shorter clips, up to 15 seconds. But here's the absolute kicker, distribution. Sora is still locked down in limited testing. Seedance, on the other hand, is about to land in the hands of those 642 million CapCut users. That is a game-changing difference in who gets to use this stuff.
And people in the creative world are already feeling the ground shake. A film director who actually got to test the model said that storyboarding, one of the most fundamental human-driven parts of filmmaking, can now be done by AI. I mean, just let that sink in. That's a huge deal.
But as you can imagine, when you unleash this kind of power, people notice. And it didn't take long for the technology to ignite a massive fight with Hollywood over the one thing they protect the most, their characters and stories.
And the response was not subtle. It was fast and it was furious. Disney fired off a cease and desist letter accusing ByteDance of hijacking its characters. We're talking Avengers, Star Wars, and called it willful, pervasive, and totally unacceptable. I mean, you could practically hear the lawyers screaming through the page.
So let's break this down. On one side, you have Hollywood, represented by the Motion Picture Association, saying this AI was trained on a massive scale, using their copyrighted material without anyone's permission. On the other side, ByteDance is saying, hey, we respect intellectual property, and we're working on making our safeguards stronger to stop this kind of thing.
And the rabbit hole gets even deeper. This goes beyond just copyright. A filmmaker found out that the model could create a nearly perfect clone of his voice just from a photo of his face. That's it, a photo. Now, after the backlash, ByteDance did suspend that feature, but it just opens up this huge, scary can of worms about identity and our own digital selves. Okay, now for all of this AI magic to happen, you need one thing. Just an absolutely insane amount of computing power. And this is where the story gets a geopolitical twist. It's a story about computer chips, government roadblocks, and a really clever workaround. So how is ByteDance going to power this thing? Well, check out this strategy. Step 1, a problem. U.S. export rules stop the best AI chips from being sent to China. Step 2, the workaround. You build a giant AI data center in a neutral country, in this case, Indonesia. And step 3, the result? Now you can get your hands on over 7,000 of NVIDIA's most powerful, top-of-the-line B200 chips, the very same hardware you're blocked from getting directly. Pretty clever, right?
And this is a great visual for what we're talking about. The AI race isn't just happening on a screen. It's about building these enormous, power-guzzling data centers all over the world. Getting the hardware is just as critical as writing the code.
So when you put all of these different pieces of the puzzle together, the AI software, the millions of users, the access to chips, a really clear picture starts to form. And for ByteDance, it feels like we've seen this movie before.
Exactly. As one expert put it, we could be watching a replay of the TikTok story, but this time for AI. The playbook is almost identical. Create an amazing, super easy-to-use tool, and then unleash it on your giant existing network to take over the world fast.
And really, that's what it all boils down to. ByteDance has the perfect trifecta for success. A built-in audience of hundreds of millions, a really powerful AI tool that's easy for them to use, and a savvy plan to get the high-end computing power to make it all run. You put that all together, and you might be looking at the next global superpower in generative AI. Which leaves us with one final, really big question. We are literally stepping into a world where entire universes, with characters, dialogue, everything, can be created from a single sentence. The technology is moving at light speed, but the rules? They're still being figured out. So, as this power gets into the hands of millions, who is going to be the one to decide how it's used?